if you're an English teacher, you're going to want to stay organized. And the way I do it is I put all my lessons into an Excel table with a link back to the file location on my computer or in Google Drive or on a website where I find activities. So here's my table, and we're going to learn today how to build a table like this, how to find a link to a local file from your computer, how to insert that into a cell. We're also going to learn how to make a drop-down menu, which is very practical. You don't have to repeat everything. This is the skill. We're also going to learn how to make a comment. So we won't take up so much room on our table. We can have a little blind comment that could help us decide to use it. So this is how it works. I just use the find button. You can look for a topic, a business topic, or a grammar topic, or just the word video. Here I happen to have personnel. So I just click find next, and I can see I have writing a job description, describing people in the office. That's just a vocabulary list, but I could make a game. Another vocabulary list about offices and personnel in general. Here's a phrasal verb game. So you see how that works? It's very easy. We're going to learn how to do that today. So let's get right into it and open an Excel table. So here's my title, TOEIC and Business English Lesson Materials. And I decided that my table would be 6 columns wide. So I'll use the merge and center. The second row will be the headers for each column. So my first column is the business topic. Of course, you can organize your columns any way that you like. Let's make this one a little bit bigger. My second column is going to be the location of the file, either on my computer or in Google or on the internet. So let's use the ALT+Return. That will make my header have more than one line. So we've got location, we have local link or URL. Looking good. We'll make that just a little bit wider. Okay. Okay, the third column is going to be the type of document. Same thing here, Alt, Enter to make several rows. So I like to look up videos. I'd like to know if it's an MP3, PowerPoint slides, could be a website, a Word document. And this is totally up to you. You can make your columns. All right, let's make him just a little bit wider. Type of document. Okay. The next column is skills. Same thing again. ALT+Return. So we have reading skills, writing, listening, speaking, etc. Whatever skills you'd like to have in there. We'll make this a little bit wider. Now you can edit this by using these little arrows right here. And I'm going to go ahead and just do an ALT+Return there. Let's see how that looks now. ALT+Return. Okay, that's the way I was hoping. Doesn't need to be, I can save space like that. Okay, column E is my grammar topic. Might need a little room for that. Okay, and F is my CEFL level. ALT+Return, and this is going to be A1 to C2. Doesn't matter. Now, in column D for my skills, I'd like to insert a drop-down menu. Instead of typing, reading every time or speaking, we want to make a drop-down menu. So we will save time instead of typing all the time. So the way we do this is we go to sheet number 2 and we put in our options for the drop-down menus. So this is the skills column, so we'll have reading, writing, listening, speaking, and maybe a combination of two. It could be listening and speaking, or reading and writing. This is up to you. Okay, so here's our drop-down menu. Column A, row 1, down to column 1, row 6. So we're ready to go back to the main sheet number 1. Here we're going to go to data and data validation. We want to look for list, and this is where we're going to type our formula to pick up that list on sheet number 2. So what we need to type is equals, that starts the formula, and he's going to find all his info on sheet number 2. We add an exclamation point. We add a $. Okay, our column is A. Let's add another $1. So that's where we're starting. That's the first part of our field. We'll add another $, and we're still staying in column A, and we're another $, and we're going down to row 6. So let's see if that works. There's our drop-down menu. There she is. So that works. We're also going to do another drop-down menu for CEFL levels. So let's go to sheet 2. Skip a column here. So our CEFL levels are A1, A2. I call that a lower level. We have B1, B2. I call that an intermediate level. Let's say we can go with B2, C1, and you can be much more precise than this. You can do an A1, A2, but I find they're too precise is really not worth the effort. And here we have C1 and C2, which is advanced. Okay, here we're in our drop-down menu is going to be found in C1 to C4. So let's go back to sheet 1. We're going to insert our menu here, data validation. We're going to find a list. And here's our source. So we're going to do the same thing. Equals sheet 2, exclamation point. Now we need our $sign. This time we're in column C. C, $1, and the field will go to $C, 4, I said. So let's see how that looks. Great. Let's make these 14 point. So we go back home, make it a little bit bigger for our column heads, our headers. Let's also bold. Our title, let's make him 20. And bold. Alright, that is alright. So let's go find a local link, huh? Here is File Explorer in Windows. Yours will certainly be different than mine. Let's find a video. I like that. So we're in my local files here. I had a video on flying a drone. That'll be fun. Okay, so here's my video. Now we want to find that local link. So I right click, and way at the bottom it says properties. Click on properties, and here's my link. Here's my location. So we just copy that. Control C. We go back to our Excel table in the URL space. Now we're going to insert, here we are, insert tab. We're going to insert a hyperlink. So here's the address, where to find it on my computer. So Control V. Now up here, I like to make a short title. Fly a drone, that'll be fine. So I've got my title here. It's in blue underlined. That shows it's a link. So flying a drone for me is technology. It's a video. It's listening in, speaking. There's no grammar. The TOEIC level, it's probably going to be a B1, huh? B1, B2. So let's find a file on my Google Drive. Okay, so we go to Google, and we're going to repeat the same process. So here we are in my in Google, and here's my drive. I really like this article. You'll find your article, huh? So here we right click again, and we say Get Link. This is my permissions, so anyone with the link, that's good. It may show up restricted when you open it, but that's okay, we can fix that. Anyone with this link. So now we're going to copy that link, and we're going to go back to Excel down here. Here we go. So we've got our cell. We're going to hyperlink, insert a hyperlink, Control V for that Google Drive link. We're going to change the title. It was about productivity and sleep was the name of that article. My new title. There we go. Productivity and sleep is really a health topic. It's an article. So that would be, okay, so now we need, I forgot to do this earlier. We've got our drop-down menu here in the very first row. So let's copy that. So we just do Control C and then copy it in as many rows as you like. I went down to 75. 75. And now we'll right click and paste special. So what we're looking for here is validation. Okay, so let's see if that works. There she is. Okay, so this is an article, so this will be, it can be reading. Okay, there's no grammar topic, and I think it's, let's do the same thing here. Copy that formula. We'll paste it into all these cells down to 75. Right click, paste special, validation. Okay, and I'm thinking it's a B1 or it's an article. It might not be so difficult. Okay, good deal. Now let's copy a link from the internet. Exactly the same idea. I was going to look for a grammar worksheet on prepositions of time, for example. I like that. There's a worksheet. And look at all these great images. So let's have a look at this guy. How does he look? Oh, he looks good. I love this website, All Things Grammar. So we open that, double click on it. Here we are. We can check it out. We do this guy. He's so good. I love his work. Alright, so we're going to copy this link, Control C. Let's go back to Excel. Insert a hyperlink. Insert it down there, and we'll shorten it. We can just clean it up a little bit so it's nice. Alright, I like that. Here's our new title. So that's going to be, I'm going to title it Toy Grammar, but okay, what type of document? It's a worksheet. So that will be reading, writing, grammar topic, prepositions, time. Let's go just a little bit bigger. And that, that's probably a pretty low level. Most people can do that. So, okay, now we've learned how to do. So let's learn how to insert a comment. So maybe in this article on productivity and sleep, maybe we can find a video one day the next time we're ready. So we're going to right click and insert a comment right there. And it gives you this little box, So find a video on importance of sleep. Good, and that's it. So that little red corner, that's a symbol that you've got a comment. So this is a great way to reduce the amount of information in your table. Just insert a comment to give you some little extra information, and it cleans up your table really nicely.